I was reviewing the 2025 delivery numbers this morning, and I realized something that is so easy to miss, yet very important. You will hear headlines saying that Dubai added around 70,000 new homes last year. That number scares people. It sounds crowded and it sounds like reasons to wait. But numbers without context are just useless. I have been in the real estate for over a decade now. With time, I learned to look past the total and look for the type. Because out of these 72,000 homes, roughly about 86% were apartments. And that leaves you the tiny 14% slice for townhouses and villas. And while the city grows vertically, the horizontal market, which is the actual land, is in fact shrinking. If you're an investor, the 14% is the only trend that actually matters for 2026. It's the only place where the easy wins still exist because the supply just isn't there to meet the demand. It's just basic math. Most of the new people moving to Dubai right now, they are not singles. They are families and long-term residents. They want gardens, they want privacy and more space. So when 8 out of 10 new properties are tower, the value of the villa isn't just going up because of the hype, it goes because the physical shortage. And when my clients ask me where the low headache moves for 2026, I will be looking at 4 specific spots where this scarcity is being played perfectly. No sales talk, just the communities that actually make sense for their portfolios. First, I have to start by the new community, the Sanctuary by Sobha. Usually when a developer finds a winning formula, they overbuild it. Sobha did the opposite this time. It is very quiet and have a very limited collection, totally 400 townhouses and villas. Unlike their approach in the apartments, which I am very critique to. The reason why this worked for 2026 is not the Sobha quality. Everyone knows they build well. It's the location beside the valley by Emaar, where the area has just started to develop and more infrastructure is coming there very soon. Then there is the Royal by Leos. I really like Leos because they operate with an old classic European mindset. They're not trying to build 5,000 units. They're building for a person who is tired of the cookie cutters townhouses. If you look at their previous projects, the secondary market demand is really high because the aesthetic are different. For 2026 play, the Royal, it's about catching that buyer who wants something bespoke. It is a boutique investment. When everything looks the same, the one that looks different rents and sells first. Plus you have the guaranteed quality, with their previous projects giving you the longest warranty in the market, 10 complete years. Number 3 has to go for Emaar. You cannot talk about 2026 without mentioning Emaar's new territory, both the Heights and the Grand Polo Club. Since both the Valley and Emaar South has passed the off-plan buying zone, this is now not just a safe haven play. Emaar is not just building houses, they are moving the center of gravity for the whole city. The psychology here is simple. An exit strategy when you buy into Emaar master plan, either the Grand Polo or the Heights. You're not gambling on a single building, you're betting on an entire ecosystem. In the past 11 years, I have not seen Emaar Villa community fail to appreciate once the trees are grown and the cafes are open. This is going to be the most predictable win on this list. Finally, I go with ORA in Algantut. This is for the investors who actually look at the map. Now, Dubai and Abu Dhabi are merging coastlines. It's an inevitable mega city trend. ORA sits right on the sweet spot. Right now, it feels like commute. By 2026 to 27, it's going to feel like the center of the new coastal corridor, which is now called the Emirates Riviera Line. At the price point here versus the projected infrastructure growth, this is probably the highest gap on the list. It's not for a person who needs a quick flip. This is for a person who wants to look back in 3 to 5 years and realize they bought in the next Dubai Riviera before the signs were even up. So look, the 2025 reports are clear. The villa market is tightening. You can either compete with the growing 86% in the apartments market, which is indeed doable but actually harder, or you can position yourself in that 16% which the supply is actually shrinking. I've got the full data breakdown on these 4 communities: the service charge, the payment plans, and the expected handovers. If you want a PDF with the raw numbers, just let me know in the comments or send me a message. Don't forget, this is Bassel. I help smart people invest smarter. Get in touch.